should expect a raw, vulnerable confession from someone who is about to say everything they've been afraid to say until now. I'm strongly seeing this as a water sign or Aries and someone you have a long history with. And for most of you, this is a twin flame connection, a highly charged, highly triggering spiritual connection that has allowed you to experience so much spiritual growth on your awakening journey. And it does show at this time on your shared journey, there is an opportunity for a reunion. And I do see again your person coming forward boldly to be able to share things that they've never shared with you before and to request your time, to be able to spend time with you and do so embodying an entirely new energy. It shows that this is somebody who doesn't want this relationship to be temporary anymore. And they know that in the past, that is not the experience that you had. They were hot and cold with you. They initiated these on again, off again cycles because they simply could not sustain the level of vulnerability that this type of love requires. But it shows that they're now ready to sustain it. And it does feel like this has come at a difficult cost. For many of you, this is somebody who has lost other opportunities. I see within part one, we saw that this is someone who's a workaholic or really overly focuses on work as a form of validation. For many of you, this is somebody who's lost a job, despite the fact that they're a workaholic, or has experienced some type of financial loss, or has lost some type of karmic relationship, or even for some of you lost their home because again, they were focusing, to the extent in which they were out of alignment, simply seeking validation, but not living in any way rooted in their truth. And it shows that they are now coming forward earnestly, with humility, with a desire to be able to experience this relationship in an entirely new way. And this is also someone as well who's going to finally show you who they are without fear. So I would encourage you to watch part one because there's a lot of confirmations in part one, but it feels like divine timing is supporting a brand new cycle here. And there have been several catalysts on your person's side that have allowed them to now be prepared to come forward and to come forward in a way in which they were ready. And I don't see that you've ever seen this person express himself in this way. I feel for many of you, this is somebody who's going to come forward and show you the version of them that you always knew they could be, but had never demonstrated prior out of fear. And it feels exciting and exhilarating, yes, but it also feels secure on both sides. Because there's a big part of you on both sides now that feels truly safe in the presence of great love. And this is a moment in which you can now fully both reunite, but also experience this. So for many, I also see this relationship not only progressing beyond this reunion, but to be able to progress towards a level of marriage. And I feel for this collective, it's inevitable, truthfully. I feel like you knew the moment you met this person that you would marry them one day. You didn't know when, you didn't know how, but you just knew. And maybe a part of you was like, am I delusional? But regardless, it's like you just had this inkling, this inner knowing. And this inner knowing is finally going to be proven out.